So we got something extreme, something fierce for you. So what's happening, guys? Hope your day is going well. Today we're going to review Next Level Labs, something fierce, extreme pre-workout. We're going to go over the ingredients so you know what you're putting in your body, and we'll go over my personal experience on this bad boy. If you're new to the channel, you like stuff like that, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. So I took this at 9 this morning. I'm still riding the pre-workout. It's about noon. Gives you an idea on how long it lasts. But we'll get into that after we go over the ingredient profile. So jumping right in, to split the ingredient profile right in front of me, we have a serving size of 15.84 gram, 20 servings per container. Just so you know, one flat level scoop is a little bit below 14 grams. So you got to get a little dome on it. Most of you should have a scale, so throw this bad boy on a scale to get the full experience of the 15.84 grams. Right on the top, we have L-citrulline at 5 grams. This is going to give you some vasodilation by relaxing the blood vessels. This turns into arginine in the body through the kidneys. And this is going to help with ATP production to deliver oxygen to the cells and the muscles. It's going to actually be a buffering agent as well, because this actually, L-citrulline in the body naturally buffers ammonia that might build up within the body and within the muscles, especially when you're training, you're pumping all that blood through into the muscles. Then we got beta alanine at 4 grams. This is another buffering agent. This buffers metabolites, acids, ammonias out of the muscles to keep you pushing through your reps and your sets during the gym. Then we have taurine at 1 whopping gram. One good thing about taurine is this balances electrolytes and water in the cells. It's one of the main precursors the body uses to help regulate hydration on a cellular level. And this is a neuromodulator and neurotransmitter for brain health as well and function. Then we have alpha GPC 50% at 600 milligrams. This is a precursor to acetylcholine, which helps boost communication across neurons within the brain for memory and cognitive function. Then we have caffeine anhydrous at 350 milligrams, blocks the adenosine receptors, keeps you awake, keeps you driven, also boosts dopamine, noradrenaline, epinephrine, serotonin, all these different ingredients for energy production and wakefulness. Then we have lion's mane mushroom extract, 50% polysaccharides at 250 milligrams. This helps with the release of nerve growth factor in the brain, which is a protein that actually stimulates the repair and the creation of neurons, boosting memory, focus, and cognitive function within the brain. Then we have English walnut juglans extract at 150 milligrams. This is a catecholamine increaser. The catecholamines in your brain are dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine. This blocks these receptors that actually reabsorb these after they've been elevated to keep them elevated for a long period of time. So on this particular ingredient, you should notice like mood elevation, if it's a good form of it, energy in the brain, firing, and all that good stuff. Then we have Infinergy, the slow-acting caffeine, 100 milligrams, which yields 75% caffeine. So we have a total of 425 milligrams of caffeine in this bad boy. Then we have two forms of synephrine, synephrine HCl at 50 milligrams and isosynephrine at 30 milligrams. Great ingredients, especially for a stim junkie, kind of like energy-driven type pre-workout, because this antagonizes the beta cells, beta fat cells within the body and other beta cells within the body, releasing norepinephrine and epinephrine into the bloodstream along with fatty acids, glucose, to actually really give you a kick, a fat burning effect, some sweating within the gym. Then we have estrogen at 25 milligrams. Estrogen actually helps with the increase in absorption of amino acids, omega-3s, nutrients, also promotes healthy gut health by reducing inflammation within the gut. Then we have alpha yohimbine at 1 milligram. Love that dose. This is an ingredient that's like synephrine by attacking the alpha receptors within the fat cells. So it does the same type of effect, but this causes the body to release more fatty acids instead of store it for energy production, again spiking norepinephrine and epinephrine to keep you wired and fired during your training. Then we have Heparin A at 0.2 milligrams. This helps increase the acetylcholine in the brain and also keeping it set in the brain and functioning and firing for a longer period of time. This also supports, it has some health factors to it, supporting the mitochondria, and this prevents free radical damage in the brain. So fantastic ingredient. Love the profile. We have Extreme Pre-Workout, Something Fierce by Next Level Labs. How did it do? So you're going to take the scoop. Beta alanine, energy, and focus all seem to come in right around the same time, 15-20 minutes. 20 minutes, you're really feeling the cognitive function, the energy. From 20 to 30 minutes, you start getting the kind of the anxious, kind of underlying nervous feeling like you want to get moving. You have to get moving from the synephrine and the alpha yo. And from 30 to 40, you're pretty much ready to go. From 40 to 50, it smooths out from that kind of underlying anxiousness to a smooth energy hit. We'll talk about the energy. Energy, it will get you training and you will be dialed in, awake for 2 hours of training. You're ready to go. And then thereafter, for about good 4 to 5 hours, you would feel it as it starts to taper off. The focus on this thing is a in your head nootropic bubble focus within that first hour and a half of training as it starts to dial down, but it sticks with you for a good 4 to 5 hours as well. And in the gym, you're just dialed in. I mean, it's a really good hit of focus. The juglins. Some of you guys want to know about the juglins or the English walnut. I know this is a great source. My man Ari always talks about PP tingles. I don't get that, but I get the feel good feeling from a good source of juglins or English walnut. And I know that there is some DMHA in this for sure because there is no dopamine hitters in this pre workout other than that. It's going to raise dopamine levels, and I feel freaking good. You're going to feel good for that whole time of 3 to 5 hours as this thing's hitting. So it's going to make you feel good. Music is going to sound good. You're going to be energized. You're going to be kind of just ready to go positive, just crushing it, having a good time. So this can be a dancing pre, depending on how it hits you, or it can just be a straight feel good pre. Like I said, just depends on how the DMHA in this thing and the English walnut really hits you. The ingredients in this thing seem to be right spot on. I can feel pretty much everything. The pumps or the vasodilation is not extreme. It's some tightness and some veiny pumps, but it's there. You can tell I got some extra veins on this thing, but the energy, the way they coupled this thing together, they got some good vasodilation. They got the fatty acids going in the system. They got you feel good in the brain. They got you focused into your training, and you'll crush it. You'll crush it in the gym. I think this is a company that you guys are going to need to start looking out for. They did send me their creatine and they sent me their pump formula, so I'll be reviewing those next. Other than that, I think I covered everything. So once again, let's look at the label here. Next Level Labs, Something Fierce, Extreme Pre-Workout. We'll see you guys next time on the channel.